more crazy, G. I'm the little 50 cent, the bullets won't faze me. Resurrection and creation, the God have blessed me. No pen and account on the paper, you can't check me. Gotta be so fly that you won't neglect me. Like Big Homer said, you will respect me. Do I need to say anymore? Bet. Yo, do I need to say anymore? Bet. Yo, do I need to say anymore? Bet. Yo, say no more in case you don't know. So in case you know, the case is low. Even if you get a chance to take a stand and dance. Gotta remember the game is so advanced. 4 clicks from the mallet, it sounds like hoods. Realize you in the courtroom dancing with wolves. If I'm not my best, I won't rest till I am. I grind it out in the tin, eat my rhymes out of can. Say no more if I'm a man, I can. I won't stop till the full course, mill in my hand. So listen, it's better than I'm better than before. Like a few G's, you gon' know the scope, bro. Do I need to say anymore? Bet. Yo, do I need to say anymore? Bet. Say no more, folks. Yo.
Jack Frost done lost his mind.
All right, Tone, get the plane.
Yeah. Miami. South Beach, bringing the heat. Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? Jig it out. Here I am in the place where I come let go. In Miami, the base and the sunset low. Every day like a Mardi Gras. Everybody party all day.
Welcome back to the show. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. I wanted to get into this Spike Lee story real quick. If you haven't heard, famed filmmaker, director Spike Lee has joined the Colin Kaepernick debate, suggesting Sunday in an Instagram post that one of his hometown teams, the New York Jets, should sign the unemployed quarterback. He says, quote, the New York Jets need a quarterback, wrote Lee, who said he spoke with Kaepernick over brunch. Who is the Jets's quarterback? Is my man Joe Willie Namath coming back? Crazy times we live in. Kind of campaigning for Colin Kaepernick to be the quarterback of the Jets. Lee used his post to rail against the NFL for excluding Kaepernick, who ignited a firestorm late or last fall because he refused to stand for the national anthem as a way to protest social and racial injustices. Lee said, it smells mad fishy to me, stinks to the high heavens that Kaepernick, who opted out of the San Francisco 49ers contract, still doesn't have a job. We haven't really talked about that a lot on this show, that all of these free agent signings, man, Colin Kaepernick still won't have a job. Yeah. Jets owner Woody Johnson is a prominent member of the GOP who raised millions of dollars for Donald Trump last fall during the presidential campaign. Johnson blamed Kaepernick for being one of the main reasons for the NFL's declining TV ratings. So in other words, he's not going to the New York Jets. Kaepernick says he will stand for the national anthem during the 2017 season. Sources have said. A lot of people basically surmising that the reason he's doing that is so that he can get a contract. I would hate if that's the case. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I talked about this already. Like, he did so much last year to bring awareness to, a lot of the issues that I'm not going to, then take back all of that goodwill because he decided to go in a different direction. I just don't think that's right. A lot of times we do that, man. You just forget all of the positive things that a dude has done, and the minute he doesn't do anything that you like, then you rail against him. Kind of like how I feel about the whole Shaq thing. And Shaq has said a lot of questionable things lately that are questionable. I don't think Shaq has said anything totally offensive. Well, to some degree, some people probably would say. But it's just hard for me to forget that Shaq has done so many good things in the community. So it's kind of like the same thing with Kaepernick, man. He decides that he's not going to stand going forward. I guess it's okay. I wish he would. I wish he would continue because things really haven't changed. But that's fine. I just think that the man did so much good things, man, that I'm going to ride with him no matter what he does. Kaepernick no longer wants his method of protest to detract from the positive change he believes has been created. Who says it's detracting? I mean, it depends on who you ask on whether it's quote-unquote detracting or not. Like right there, that whole sentence sounds loaded to me. Kaepernick no longer wants his method of protest to detract from the positive change he believes has been created. Who says detracted? It's done nothing but make better the conversation, man. I give him kudos. Yeah. I don't agree with that, man. It's going to be interesting to see if this goes any further on Colin Kaepernick not getting a job, because if he doesn't get a job, there's clearly some bullshit going on. It's as simple as that. The man is a starting NFL quarterback. Maybe you have him in the middle. Maybe you have him at the very bottom tier of NFL quarterbacks. But the man should be a starter in the NFL. Period. It's as simple as that. He's better than a lot of cats that start in the NFL right now. Let me read some messages in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Ooh-wee. Denise Milk and Cookies. Denise Milk and Cookies got them milk and cookies out this morning. Denise Milk and Cookies, see you guys later. Got to go do some work now. Denise Milk and Cookies got a Cadillac emblem beside her picture. I guess she must have just got a new Escalade this weekend. But thank you for stopping by, Denise, in the chat room on Spreaker.com. From who we got here? K, who wants some Debo 3000. Man, I got an effing cat or mountain lion that lives in my neighborhood that I will match up with. Anybody's dog in here that he'll match up with anybody's dog in here that weighs up with 65 pounds or less. This Mickey Ficky in cat is a beast. Fights like a damn superhero and ish. Bruh, you can't be coming in a sports talk show talking about fighting dogs. Or cats. Yeah, or cats. From DC Cavalier, I'm a 49er fan, but I do question who his agent is. Did the agent tell him there were no suitors, and since the 49ers said they were going to release him anyway, why not just let the Niners cut him and get that $12 million and let the 49ers eat it on their salary cap? Yeah, that's something very strange about this Kaepernick story, is why would he opt out of his contract unless there were definite suitors, unless there were teams saying to him, yes, we want you, and his agent hadn't done the homework saying, you're definitely going to get more in the open market if you opt out of his contract. And he's exactly right. DC Cavalier is exactly right. He was set to make $12 million under contract with the San Francisco 49ers. He had the option. He opted out of the deal, in effect saying, no, 49ers, y'all can keep y'all money. So, I mean, if matter of fact, for him to opt out of his contract means he should have had a deal the first day. Right. Like, the deal should have been so solid and so guaranteed that him and his agent and whatever team it would be or it was, that the deal should have already been done. The fact that it hasn't been done a week and a half after, the free agent signing period started is not a good indicator. From Sluggo and X Squad, Cap has also spearheaded a movement to have water and other supplies sent to Somalia, but teams are pissed. F them. I agree. From RC, Cap threw 16 TDs and only 4 picks on a team with no true number one wide receiver. Damn right, Cap should be starting. Period. Right. You can discuss on how good of a player he is and how good of a quarterback he is. He's struggled mightily now to a large degree over the last couple of years, but you can attribute that to injuries. You can attribute that to being on a garbage team. You can attribute that to being with a garbage coach. I mean, there's a lot of different indicators or things that you can look at to say why Colin Kaepernick has struggled. But you also, when you talk about how Colin Kaepernick has struggled, you also have to talk about this man went to 2 NFC Championship games. You also have the fact that this man made it to a Super Bowl and damn near won it. Okay? Very young in his career. You would think that he'll get better just by continuing to play. He should get better. So we've seen retread after retread, give opportunity after opportunity in the NFL. This man should have a job. I mean, if he doesn't, there's definitely some politics involved with it. I talked about this Woody Johnson thing in the New York Jets. Based on his background, he ain't getting no job in New York. You know, this man being one of the main supporters to Donald Trump. I mean, that's politics. He ain't going to get a job there, which is BS. From Sidney Jackson, we acting like these folks aren't petty. These are the same folks that are keeping T.O. out of the Hall of Fame. Cap spoke up, and now these white GMs are punishing him. A lot of people say the same thing about me and my brother. I don't know if it's true or not. Can't prove it definitively. If Colin Kaepernick does not get a job in the NFL, and I think he will. I think we're just talking right now. I think he will. And I don't know why it's taking this long or why he hadn't already signed. You always talk about the quarterback. You have to have a quarterback to be a competitor in the NFL. So based on the stats and what he did last year, my man says 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and going to 2 NFC Championship games and making it to a Super Bowl, he should have a job already. And maybe he's just trying to take his time. Maybe he's slowing down the process. I don't know. But if this man doesn't get a job, clearly the term blackball can be thrown out there towards him. Clearly. It's very petty. We'll see. Maybe this is just early. We'll see. Let's see. From Mr. Harper, I asked about this 2 weeks ago on my show, shaking my damn head. No one could explain to me why Colin Kaepernick opted out. Well, I don't know. Once again, maybe I'm thinking that let's hope that the young man is just taking his time. Maybe this is him. Maybe it's him. It's not you, it's me. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's him, not them. From Bootsy, I think Cap will get a job. He may have to wait until training camp starts when injuries happen and when they see how sorry some of these quarterbacks are. But if he does that, if he has to do that, that's a problem. That doesn't mean that they want him. That means that they have to sign him if he has to get a job or doesn't get a job until training camp. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. From Thorny Switch at Truck. Why do you say that? I'm pretty approachable. I'm a pretty approachable person. Yeah, you are. But, I mean, maybe that Truck doesn't want to approach you because you got a dude on your profile pic with a towel stuffed down his drawers. That's maybe why. Shit. From Corporate Brother in the chat room on Spreaker.com, I guarantee you that if Colin does sign, it will be with a team that already has a starting black quarterback so that they will have to compete against each other. Kind of like what's going on in Buffalo. Like Buffalo had 3 starting black quarterbacks. They had 80%.